Hari Om. Introduction Part 4. The exact parts of the modules of this course. Mind you, the course is not too big or lengthy, but great importance is to be given to the most difficult part for you all. There's a problem of getting pure concentration while meditating. So we only learn the techniques to reach that state of readiness for the pure state of meditation or TMT. 90 to 95% of the people who practice meditation never ever get the true, essential, and tasteful state of mind required to easily enter the captivating arena of pure TM, transcendental meditation state. This is because they do not tune their body and mind for it before trying any meditation techniques. So here I just give you 7 to 8 most vital, powerful and effective pranayama techniques. Mind you, some you may find on the internet, but some you won't, as these I have learned from great yogic masters. No name is given as they do not require any fame. After pranayama, when your stomach, chest and head is all clear and cleared of all negative enzymes and damaged cells, and when you feel very light and beautiful, next you will be taught about Omkara mantra, the sound of the sun or universe, they say. Thirdly, very important is the laughing therapy. It works wonders, believe me. Followed by the method of proper prayers. Most of us don't know how to pray and receive. There is a method to that also. Next is mantra japa, highly important and very powerful. Its value to humans can never be put into words. It's very imperative to prepare one for the ensuing TM, transcendental meditation. By now at this stage, one is all ready to meditate. No action is required or no efforts for that matter, as you are already in a state of divine intensity. Lastly, I shall reveal to you the best methods to contemplate on God. So the 80% of the course starts from here, as it's all meditation, dhyan and japa, which will transcend you into those domains of godlyhood and splendor. Now the course in detail as follows. This course I have divided into 6 sections, namely, number 1 is perfect diet and methods to achieve that. Number 2 is pranayama methods. Number 3 is laughing therapy and the right way to pray and to receive the kripa, grace of God. Number 4, mantra japa and its techniques. Number 5, mudras, and only the top 10 effective are given here, also its benefits. And lastly, number 6, into the deep transcendental meditation state and its techniques, TMT. Thus eventually culminating into a deep, serene sense and sort of out of the world near experience, thus undergoing the most peaceful state of the mind. Just a few lines of introduction to each part here. First part is diet. Perfect diet and water intake are imperative to keep the body cleansed and healthy. Ingredients and diet items I prescribe are to be had regularly. One need not be a vegetarian or a teetotaler to be a good yogi. However, it certainly helps. As long as you have a clear mind and a clean body, it's good enough. Number 2, pranayama. Beginning of the preparations towards meditation. We need to cleanse our body of all toxins from the abdomen to the brain thoroughly before we prepare for TMT. Therefore, the 3 stages of cleansing are required, namely the abdominal area, the stomach, liver, kidney, pancreas, and spleen, etc. Next is the lung and heart area, that is the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, and all air passages up to the head and sinus areas, etc. Lastly, and most importantly, the brain and the mind area, the head as a whole itself. That is the pranayama exercises I will teach here. Out of various ones, I have chosen the very best ones in various techniques of yoga and most effective for our divine empowerment. It is also so simple and easy to practice. Of course, any person from the age of 12 to 70 can practice it without any harm or side effects like medicines do. You can sit in any comfortable posture as long as your back is straight up. These exercises I will deal with in detail during the course. Once the head, lungs, and mind are cleansed, then the exasperating, divine, serene, happy state of the body is incomparable. Already one feels so healthy, heavenly, and positive here. Number three is laughing therapy, which may sound like madness to some or an ignorant person, is a must before we do mantra japa. When we laugh, the muscles of the heart get exercised well, certain enzymes in the cranium get released to give you a happy, serene sensation and at peace. A message or electric signal is sent out through the nerves to the various organs of the body to rectify itself of any impure or unique cell formations. In other words, you get unknowingly cured of any sicknesses, ailments, diseases, or deficiency in the body. Unbelievable, isn't it? But true. It's a science also, prescribed so because we hardly laugh or even smile in a whole day of intense stress and strain at work. This affects the heart immensely, and the heart muscles need to feel the brain signals of enjoyment and happiness to remain healthy at all times. Also, here I will briefly give you an insight into the subject of right spirited prayer methods. Only the right way of prayers can benefit one to receive the grace and all effective results we so passionately seek, either spiritually or materialistically. Number four is mantra japa. This stage is the japa, repetition of a mantra over a mala necklace of 108 beads. Either tulasi, rudraksha, or spadikam, that is glass, will do. It is not yet scientifically proven yet, but mantras and the bijaksharas used in the mantra has a tremendous effect on our body and the positive energy around us. It is next to deep transcendental meditation, if not more. My earnest deep desire and request is that most that teach mudras after finishing the TMT, because at this stage we are already into half intoxicated state and mudras will bring one out of it and the intensity will be lost. So I suggest we will take up mudras, which is just an exercise of the fingers and brain and can be taken up after all the meditation classes. Please bear with me on this. The final one is the meditation, the final module. The true icing on the cake is a beautiful meditation stage here where you literally go out of the body, not in the literal sense, of course, and will be in a Shangri-La like place or call it the Garden of Eden. These techniques which I have devised or imagined is found to be most effective. There is no need to strain to get into any meditation as you are already in a state of serenity, tranquility, peace, blissfulness, joyfulness, and a happy state of existence by now. Thus, meditation has to ensue one in the process, absolutely and automatically. You just need to close your eyes and see the beautiful island of Shangri-La with your beloved deity, Guru or God. Sometimes it becomes very difficult to come out of the state as it is just too pleasant and serene as my experience goes. Truly a paradise or heaven. One may sit for hours like this as long as he or she does not go over the bar and experience the astral body state or even go to sleep perhaps. By this stage, that is the sixth part, meditation, you will feel 20 years younger and super positive. Pangs of hunger should follow as the stomach has developed and corrected itself. Also, any errors in the rest of the body, if so, for that matter, you will be either laughing or crying with joy at this stage. No other topics like Kundalini Yoga, etc., will be dealt with here as it is a very vast and elaborate subject and will be dealt with in later courses. Everything has to come very easily and naturally to you in my yoga methods. There is never a trying and effort stage. It is just so similar to getting sleep. As one can never plan to sleep or enforce on oneself, it has to come so naturally and unknowingly. So also the same here by my method. Presumably you all would be already practicing the physical stretching yoga exercises for good health before delving into my course. So with this, I am ending and concluding the introduction part. Why I have given so much importance to such lengthy introductions is because it is so imperative and a must to understand exactly what is yoga and why it is to be used by all the right and natural way. Pardon me for that. Well, so we will be starting the course in the next session. Goodbye and see you in the classroom. One last piece of advice. Just before I wind up on the introductions, I'd like to tell you all a small jest or a little laugh. There are two times God smiles, they say, at a comment. That is, number one, when two brothers fight and say that beyond this line is your land and this side of the line is mine. God smiles. When did we ever make these lands to divide? Number two, when a doctor says, I have tried everything in my powers to save his life. Now it is left to God. God smiles. I need not explain that. Number three, I add to these myself when one says, I don't know anything. I leave everything to God. Let God decide and give me what I deserve. No use and waste of time by this belief. Everything is only in your hands only, not God's. So your enthusiasm, your efforts are all left to you alone in this world. And I pray that Lord Almighty, the Supreme Paramatma, will take you all and uplift everyone to the threshold of God realization. With the enlightened blessings ever with you all in all the stages of the course and for your life too. Also be a guiding force throughout all your endeavors. Many would say here, you just said that God has no part, it's all you. It's like a mother lets go of a child to walk or swim. She doesn't help, but she is surely there, ever watching in case of some dangers or mishappenings. So also God, the Almighty, only keeps watching and you benefit from the fruits of your efforts and hard work. So kindly don't misunderstand between the two. Thanks. And best of luck, folks.